Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here of businesswithtrading.com, doing a market analysis and key level video for the week beginning Sunday the 7th of June. And I think this week's going to be very interesting, and it should be crucial to how the rest of June is going to go, possibly even July. I want to see what's going to actually play out this week, and that's where these boxes come into play. This box was on from several weeks ago. We were looking for some resistance that actually did come into play. Price did sell off. We had this in from last week. Interestingly enough, price came down, bounced off, came down into it, into a little bit lower than the middle of the box, but it came down into it and bounced off a little bit. So this week's going to be important. What is actually going to end up playing out? Right now it closed a little bit above the yellow line, which is the upper part of the box. So we want to watch it. If price is able to get above this box, then I think there's a very good chance. It definitely increases the probability quite a bit going into this box. So right here is 2108 to 2110 half. That's what we're going to watch. Price breaks above there. It gives it a very good chance at coming up here. So that's what I'm going to look at. We're going to keep an eye on that 2131 level. 2118, it's going to have to push above that. And then from there, it should be able to grind higher. This is 2144 to 2153 half. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. If it is unable to get above here and sustain, which means it has to get above and hold for a little bit, that would be ideal. Then it can go lower. So we do have 2080 as the lower end of this box. We also have 2076 half to 2073. And that's possible. I would think that the most likely trajectory, if it is going to go lower, is for price to come up a little more, at minimum over 2095, but I would really think over 2100 price would come up and then it would sell down rather than just selling straight down from here. That would be a little odd, I think, if it did that. Of course price can do that. That's why we have multiple scenarios. This is analysis that I do in all the markets that I trade. I day trade, yes, but I swing trade other markets, like cocoa and crude oil and dollar futures, stuff like that. So this is what I look at. I like to have multiple scenarios just because, price can move many different directions. I take the most probable, and that's what I look at. If price does something different, I take a step back and reassess. Because there's no reason to make haphazard, just crazy trades. Because we're trading our own money. Our objective is to make money. So if we make dumb trades that just don't make any sense, how is that going to help us? It's like if you had a job at a company. Have a friend who is the youngest manager ever at her job. It's a huge company, hundreds of thousands of employees all over the world. And this person got that job because they were dedicated. They were so dedicated that they ended up getting a 4.0 in their degree, in their higher education. They just worked, and focused. If something didn't go their way, say maybe a professor didn't grade them the way they wanted to be, they thought they should be graded, or during the interview, if somebody said something different, or even in their work, their work's different all the time. Instead of saying, okay, well, I got this job, I can relax. No, it's like, I got this job, now I need to focus even more than I was focusing before. And that's how the market is basically. You start trading, price does something different that you are totally unaware of. Okay, well now it's time to step back, reassess, and focus even more than we were focusing before, because price obviously did something that we were not even giving a very high probability, and it did. And that would be if price just sold off straight down from here. I would still keep this support, but I might start looking at this one as well. You know, and that's why I say, I take the highest probable situational movements in the market, hypothetical movements, and that's what we look for. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on 2107, 2110 half, and that should be the first trajectory tonight when the market opens. That's what I would look for. Some kind of an upward movement. As long as price stays above, I would say ideally 7.5, but technically over 3.5 here. Technically over 3.5, but ideally over 7.5. I think that would be the most likely move, and then from there, that's when it starts to get interesting. So anyway, that's what I'm looking for this week. If you guys have any comments you want to add to what I talked about, maybe you're seeing something slightly different, or you just want to make a comment, provide some feedback, or ask questions. Questions are key, because as traders, that's how we learn. As human beings, that's how we learn. So don't hesitate. No such thing as a dumb question, just the one not asked. Comment section below. With that, thanks for watching. Have an awesome trading week, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.